Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian from Zombie Guitar here. Before I get started, I just wanted to say, if you haven't already, please take a look at my website. I did a complete redesign to the website. There's two membership levels. There's free membership and full access membership. And both members have complete access to all of the lessons that are here on YouTube, but everything is much more structured and organized, and you can choose your learning path and basically just pick whatever lessons you want to learn about and just follow along that path. Written lessons, chord diagrams, fretboard diagrams, all that stuff is included for both membership levels. Full access members get access to all the courses and whatnot, but both membership levels have tons of there's tons of stuff for both types of memberships. All right, so take a look at that if you're interested. Other than that, let's get started with this lesson. Okay, so this is a request from one of the full access members of my website, and this is Monkey Man by the Rolling Stones. Okay, so this song is in the key of C sharp minor / E major. That's a relative major minor pair. C sharp minor, E major, same key. But the main thing to note is that when it gets to the C sharp, instead of playing a C sharp minor chord, he's playing a C sharp major chord, which is what's giving it that unique sound. So the chord progression essentially is an A major chord to a B major chord. And then if you were to stay 100% in key, it would be a C sharp minor chord, but he's playing a C sharp major chord. So it's... Okay, and it's that note up here on the B string, 6th fret of the B string, the major third. That's really what's giving it that unique tone, okay? So, you know, if you were to just kind of improvise, there's like a little improv section in the middle of the song. It's all taking place right in this pentatonic box right here between the 9th and the 12th fret. C sharp minor being the note on the 9th fret, E being the note on the 12th fret of the low E string. Okay, so that's like the little improv box, but again, keep in mind that's the C sharp major chord being played, so that's technically an out of key chord, but it makes it sound cool. It adds that bluesy sound to it. Okay, so what exactly is going on? The song starts out is up here in this little pentatonic box, 9th and 12th fret. You bar the high 3 strings, the high E, the B, and the G with your first finger, and then you can come up and you can put your pinky on the 12th fret of the 12th fret of the B string. Okay, so it's... Alright, you just got to get the flick of the wrist. Okay, so... So if you were to mute all the strings and just kind of practice doing that rhythm. Okay, and then that note that's on the B string, 12th fret, you move down 1 fret to the 11th fret. Move down 1 more fret to the 10th fret. Okay, so that's the beginning of the song. That rhythm may be slightly different from what he's exactly doing, but you get the idea, okay? Those are the notes that are being played, and just get that kind of funky wrist movement down, okay? So after it comes down to there, then it goes... Okay, and what that is slide from the 4th fret to the 6th fret of the D string, and then you hit the 3 notes on the D, G, and B string, that's that C sharp major chord. Okay, and after you hit that C sharp major, those 3 notes, hammer with your 2nd finger down to the 7th fret of the B string, and your 3rd finger down to the 8th fret of the D string. Okay, and then before he pulls that off, what he's doing is he's coming with his pinky and hitting the 9th fret of the G string. So hitting the 9th fret, G string with your pinky, and then pulling off to finish up on that 3 note C sharp major chord. Okay, so pretty cool bluesy little sound there. So these are really the notes that are the parent notes. The 6th fret of the high B string, the 7th fret of the high B string, and then the 5th fret of the high B string. Back to the 6th fret, which is that major 3rd note. So if you can hear those 3 notes in what's going on. Okay, so okay, try and hear the different individual tones. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of the song right there. So. Okay, and then instead of doing the slide from the 4 to the 6th on the D string, sometimes he comes and he does just a half step, 7th fret to the 8th fret of the A string. So instead of doing, he's going. Okay. Okay, and then there's the other thing that he's doing where he's kind of going. So that's up here again in this little 9th to the 12th pentatonic area, barring the D, G, and B strings, and then hammering onto this 10th fret note on the B string, and then pull off. Alright, and then back to that cool little bluesy lick. Alright, so, and essentially what those 3 notes are is that's just coming from the E major chord. Okay, like I said, this is in the key of C sharp minor / E major, so this is an E major bar chord. Only they're just playing the high 3, or the 3 strings on the D, G, and B. And then doing that little sus here. The sus is the note on the 10th fret coming down to the 9th fret. Alright, and then at parts he's going A to the B. Alright, so that's pretty much the gist of the song. Okay, and then there's a little jam session part that goes on in the middle. There's keyboards jamming, there's guitars jamming, I think there's harmonics in it as well. But essentially, the chord progression that's being soloed over in the rhythm section is just an E major chord. And to a B major chord, to an A major chord, back to a B major chord. And as I said, the soloing framework that you would use would be the C sharp minor scale or the E major scale. They're the same key. One's the minor version, one's the major version. So you could either just stay right here in this little 12th or 9th to 12th fret region, that pentatonic box number 1, or you can play up and down anywhere on the fretboard. It's all going to sound good. So pretty much that's the whole song. I didn't work out the improv exact note for note, but you know the scale to play in. As long as you know what scale you're supposed to be playing in, you can just kind of noodle around and, you know, try to get the sound that I forgot his name, Keith Richards. Yeah, get the sound that Keith Richards is doing. Anyway, so that's the song. Hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.